Dun Shows World. Welcome to Shows World Gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, this week's gaming announcements, and a few of this week's new video game releases. But if this is your first time on the channel, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to join in on the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now this weekend we did celebrate Mario Day on March 10th. And LEGO joined in, announcing new sets coming later this year, along with the exciting announcement that Mario Kart LEGO sets will be coming in 2025. Now, Nintendo also had some big announcements on Mario Day. They announced the release dates for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is coming on May 23rd, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which is coming on June 27th. Along with 3 Mario games, Dr. Mario, Mario Golf, and Mario Tennis, which released this week on the Nintendo Switch Online service in the Game Boy collection of games. There's also a lot of Mario games that are on sale, both digitally on the Nintendo Switch, as well as in retail stores, and you can still get some of those games on sale if you hurry.
Oh yeah, Mario!
Now, in some sad news, we did find out late last week that famed Japanese manga artist Akira Toriyama, best known as the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away at the age of 68. Mr. Toriyama worked closely with Enix, and he designed characters for the Dragon Quest series dating all the way back to the original 1986 release on the Famicom, and many other games through the years, from Dragon Ball games, Chrono Trigger, my favorite RPG of all time, Blue Dragon, Dragon Quest games, the upcoming Sandland game, to name just a few. Now, Dragon Ball Daima is an all-new anime series releasing later this year, and it is crafted by Mr. Toriyama himself. He will be missed, but he will definitely never be forgotten. Alright gamers, next up, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, System Shock received an announcement trailer this week, and it is finally coming to consoles after its PC release last year. Specifically, it's coming to the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. And it will be coming out in late May. The game is a remake of the cult classic action first-person shooter from 1994 that takes place aboard a space station. Now also, Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop received an announcement trailer this week. The classic Sega puzzle game is getting an all-new version with multiplayer and an all-new story mode, releasing exclusively on Apple Arcade. Now there is no word as of yet, but hopefully this will be a timed exclusive and we will see a console release in the future. I'm a fan of the Puyo Puyo games, and this looks like a fun title, so hopefully we will see it come to the other consoles soon. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. Now, Contra Operation Galuga released this week, and it is a reimagining of the classic run-and-gun 2D side-scrolling action shooter that, well, gamers just fell in love with when they played the original arcade and the iconic original NES version back in the 80s. The gameplay feels amazing and familiar, with familiar weapons and enemies, but with new modern graphics, added new weapons, enemies and bosses, and new play mechanics, not to mention new characters, allowing for up to 4-player multiplayer co-op. The game is out now on the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. And we did do a preview video for the game, so I will link that video at the end of this video. Also, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection released this week for the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. And it does include the 2004 Star Wars Battlefront and 2005 Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it does feature restored online play for up to 64 players, expansions to Heroes Assault Mode, and all previously released bonus content for both titles. Also releasing this week was Outcast: A New Beginning. It released this week, coming from the same team that made the original award-winning action-adventure game 20 years after that original game released. The long-awaited sequel is out now on the PlayStation 5, the PC, and Xbox Series systems. The game is an open-world science fantasy action-adventure game where you explore a living alien world and fight with special powers.
That was awesome.
Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on March 15th. The week started with our first sales numbers for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out of Japan, and, well, kind of being pretty disappointing, falling far short of previous games in the franchise, including last year's Final Fantasy XVI. Then on Sunday, we started by turning back the clocks as we got an early start to March 10th, also known as Mario Day, where we celebrated everybody's favorite plumber by playing some classic Super Mario Bros. Games and watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And the week ended with us reliving the classic days of co-op run-and-gun arcade-style gaming as we took on an alien invasion in Contra Operation Galuga. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Shoge World, out.